Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you found yourself struggling to recall a name or a word that's right on the tip of your tongue. If so, you're not alone. As we get older, it's natural to notice little changes in how our minds work. But here's the good news. Just like our bodies, our brains can stay strong and sharp with the right care. And the best part? It doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. In fact, some of the most effective ways to keep your brain young are simple, enjoyable, and can easily fit into your daily routine. That's what we're going to talk about today. 6 daily activities that can help keep your brain young after 65. These aren't just random tips. They're backed by science and designed to help you stay mentally sharp, focused, and engaged. Whether you're looking to boost your memory, improve your focus, or just feel more mentally energized, these habits can make a real difference. So let's dive in and explore the first few activities you can start incorporating into your life today. The first activity is something you've probably heard before, but it's so important that it's worth repeating. Stay physically active. Now, I'm not talking about running a marathon or lifting heavy weights, unless that's your thing, of course. What I mean is finding ways to move your body regularly, whether it's a brisk walk around the neighborhood, a gentle yoga session, or even dancing to your favorite tunes in the living room. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which helps nourish brain cells and supports the growth of new connections between them. It's like giving your brain a little workout without even realizing it. And the benefits don't stop there. Exercise has also been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and even lower the risk of cognitive decline. So, if you're looking for a simple way to boost your brain health, start by getting moving. Even 20 to 30 minutes a day can make a big difference. Now, let's talk about the second activity. Challenge your mind with new learning. Have you ever noticed how learning something new can make you feel more alive and engaged? That's because your brain thrives on novelty. When you challenge yourself to learn a new skill, take up a hobby, or even tackle a crossword puzzle, you're giving your brain a workout. It's like going to the gym, but for your mind. For example, maybe you've always wanted to learn how to play the piano, speak a new language, or even try your hand at painting. These activities not only keep your brain active, but also give you a sense of accomplishment and joy. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 65, 75, or 85, your brain has an incredible ability to adapt and grow. So why not pick up that book you've been meaning to read, sign up for a class, or simply try something new today? Your brain will thank you for it. The third activity is all about connection. Stay socially engaged. As we get older, it's easy to become more isolated, especially if you've retired or if your social circle has gotten smaller over the years. But staying connected with others is one of the most powerful ways to keep your brain young. When you engage in meaningful conversations, share experiences, or even just laugh with friends and family, you're stimulating your brain in ways that are hard to replicate on your own. Social interaction helps reduce stress, improve mood, and even boost cognitive function. So, make an effort to stay connected. Call a friend, join a club, or volunteer in your community. If you're not sure where to start, consider reaching out to local senior centers or community groups. They often have activities and events designed to bring people together. Remember, it's not about the number of friends you have, but the quality of the connections you make. Even 1 or 2 meaningful relationships can make a world of difference. Now that we've covered these first 3 activities, staying physically active, challenging your mind with new learning, and staying socially engaged, you're already well on your way to keeping your brain young and vibrant. But we're just getting started. In the next part, we'll explore a few more daily habits that can help sharpen your mind naturally. These activities are just as simple and enjoyable, and they'll give you even more tools to support your brain health. So stay with me, and let's keep this journey going. After all, your brain is one of your most valuable assets, and it's worth taking care of. Now that we've talked about staying active, challenging your mind, and staying socially connected, let's move on to the next activity that can help keep your brain young. Prioritize quality sleep. If you've ever had a night of tossing and turning, you know how foggy and unfocused you can feel the next day. That's because sleep is essential for brain health. When you sleep, Your brain gets to work repairing and restoring itself, clearing out toxins and consolidating memories. Without enough quality sleep, your brain can't function at its best. So, how can you make sure you're getting the rest you need? Start by creating a bedtime routine that helps you wind down. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing a few minutes of gentle stretching. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends, to regulate your body's internal clock. And if you're struggling with sleep, consider talking to your doctor. There may be simple solutions to help you get back on track. Remember, a well-rested brain is a sharp brain, so don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep. Next up is an activity that's as enjoyable as it is beneficial. Feed your brain with the right foods. You've probably heard the saying, "You are what you eat." And when it comes to brain health, that couldn't be more true. Certain foods are packed with nutrients that support cognitive function, improve memory, and even protect against age-related decline. For example, foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds are great for brain health. Antioxidant-rich fruits and vegetables like blueberries, spinach, and broccoli can help reduce inflammation and protect brain cells. And don't forget about whole grains, which provide a steady supply of energy to keep your brain running smoothly. On the other hand, try to limit processed foods, sugary snacks, and excessive alcohol, as these can have the opposite effect. Eating well doesn't have to be complicated. Start by making small changes, like adding a handful of nuts to your breakfast or swapping white bread for whole grain. Over time, these little choices can add up to big benefits for your brain. The sixth activity is one that might surprise you. Practice mindfulness and stress management. We all know that stress can take a toll on our bodies. But did you know it can also affect your brain? Chronic stress can lead to memory problems, difficulty concentrating, and even shrinkage in certain areas of the brain. That's why it's so important to find ways to manage stress and cultivate a sense of calm. One of the most effective ways to do this is through mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing exercises. These techniques help you stay present in the moment, reduce anxiety, and improve focus. If you're new to mindfulness, don't worry. It's easier than you might think. Start by setting aside just 5 minutes a day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Notice how it feels as you inhale and exhale, and if your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. Over time, you'll find that these moments of calm can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. And if meditation isn't your thing, that's okay too. Activities like gardening, knitting, or even listening to soothing music can have a similar effect. The key is to find what works for you and make it a regular part of your routine. Now that we've covered these 3 additional activities, prioritizing quality sleep, feeding your brain with the right foods, and practicing mindfulness, you've got a solid foundation for keeping your brain young and healthy. But we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll explore one final activity that ties everything together and helps you make the most of these habits. This last piece of the puzzle is just as important as the others, and it's something you can start doing right away. So stay with me as we wrap up this journey toward a sharper, more vibrant mind. After all, your brain is your greatest asset, and it's never too late to give it the care it deserves. We've covered a lot of ground so far: staying physically active, challenging your mind, staying socially connected, prioritizing sleep, eating brain-healthy foods, and managing stress. These are all powerful ways to keep your brain young and sharp after 65. But there's one more activity that ties everything together and amplifies the benefits of all the others. Cultivate a positive mindset. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How does my attitude affect my brain health? Well, it turns out quite a bit. Research shows that having a positive outlook can improve cognitive function, boost memory, and even reduce the risk of dementia. When you approach life with curiosity, gratitude, and optimism, you're not just helping your brain, you're also enhancing your overall quality of life. So, how can you cultivate a positive mindset? It starts with small, intentional shifts in how you think and respond to the world around you. For example, instead of focusing on what you can't do, celebrate what you can do. If you find yourself dwelling on negative thoughts, try to reframe them in a more constructive way. Maybe you've had a tough day, but instead of thinking everything is going wrong, you could say, today was challenging, but I handled it the best I could, and tomorrow is a new opportunity. Gratitude is another powerful tool. Take a few moments each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for. Whether it's a kind word from a friend, a beautiful sunset, or simply the fact that you're here, able to learn and grow. Over time, these small practices can help you build a more resilient and positive outlook, which in turn supports your brain health. Now, let's take a moment to bring it all together. Keeping your brain young after 65 doesn't require drastic changes or complicated routines. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up over time. Move your body every day, even if it's just a short walk. Challenge your mind with new activities that spark your curiosity. Stay connected with the people who matter most to you. Prioritize restful sleep and nourish your body with foods that support brain health. Manage stress through mindfulness or activities that bring you joy. And finally, approach life with a positive mindset, focusing on the good and finding joy in the little things. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your brain. Whether you're 65, 75, or 85, your brain has an incredible ability to adapt and thrive when given the right care. And the best part? These habits don't just benefit your brain, they also improve your overall health, happiness, and quality of life. So why not start today? Pick one or two activities that resonate with you and give them a try. You might be surprised at how quickly you start to feel the benefits. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try to keep your brain young and sharp? Have you already found a habit that works well for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I can't wait to read them. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips on living your best life at any age. Thank you so much for joining me today. Here's to a sharper mind, a healthier brain, and a life filled with joy and purpose. Remember, small changes can make a big difference, and you've got the power to take charge of your brain health. Until next time, take care of yourself and your amazing brain. Here's to living your best life after 65.